Is a Switch.
A Nintendo bitch.
Bask in amazement as dozens of people on the internet failed to comprehend a simple control function. Surprise, it's a 2-player game. I'm going to place this here, near you. When the time is right, you will understand. That's as flat as it's going to get, dude.
Flatter.
See, like, how the fuck... That's what's amazing to me, is they don't need that fucking shitty infrared sensor anymore. This shit just happens.
Don't turn off the power.
This is just real. This is the realest it's ever gonna get.
Real nigga hours.
Square Enix. Back when they used to make good video games.
Big ol' Squeenus.
Twewy. The world ends with you. Quite possibly the last actually good game Square Enix ever made. Look at that date.
Final Fantasy 15.
2007. This game is over 10 years old. What Ends With You has really stupid control schemes that are not that hard to comprehend, but everyone is too stupid to fucking get their head around it.
I've never seen that before.
Ooh, imagine a game on a Nintendo console that uses motion controls that people are too fucking stupid to comprehend.
Can't believe it.
Alright, look, it literally even has the reset button to center it back into the middle of the screen. It's not hard! Although the touch controls are probably the more authentic method to play this with. Because, like, this game was originally... because this game was originally on the DS. I need that to be a little bit... No, that actually seems pretty decent. Anyway. This game was awesome on the DS, by the way. This is like the best fucking game on the DS.
Out of my face. You're blocking my view.
This Gorillaz band.
Shut up. Stop talking. Just go the hell away.
I mean, you're walking around in the middle of a city.
All the world needs is me. I got my values. So you can keep yours, alright?
16 cents.
I don't get people. Never have, never will.
Emo as fuck. This was, again...
Shadow the Hedgehog.
This is back in 2007 where emos were a thing. Remember when emos were a thing?
When boy bands roamed the land.
This game is trendy as hell. Look, we're in Shibuya with its famous shitty crosswalk that everyone hates. God, I still have my original cart, my original little cartridge and box, the cart like thing it came with in shit.
Preposition issues.
You can really see how skinny his arms are with this new art style. High definition. I haven't played this game in fucking years.
This looks like Schoolhouse Rock, the fighting edition.
It has very thick outlines.
So do I.
For its character designs. So yeah, here we go. Oh, it looks so good. Again, I remember playing this on the DS with like fucking 140p resolution.
Worse than YouTube in 2005.
God, it was actually like not good. But what's sad is, well, we'll get to it later, but the battle system that the DS had was like built for the DS and is impossible to replicate via this without dual screens. So in a way, like, we were making allusions to it just earlier, but this is actually a pretty good idea of what Nintendo might do when they port Star Fox Zero to the Switch.
Oh yeah.
Because this is also a game that functioned primarily with a two-screen setup.
Yeah.
Where the majority of the gameplay took place on the bottom screen. That they're now having to adapt to a console that is like a real console.
Yeah.
So it's actually a pretty interesting. Man, this looks fucking really good. I think this version is just based on the phone version of the game, because they released this on iOS. I never played it because phones aren't real. Look, I can read people's minds.
So can I.
If I have to marry, that cat's definitely the one. So we have found a furry, and we are reading her mind, hearing about how she wants to fuck a cat.
Cat from Zero.
Also, bask in this soundtrack that I'm gonna get like 20 copyright strikes over. Voices, definitely voices. Oh god, I'm going schizophrenic. I'm only like 13. This is way too early. But why? I can hear voices. My headphones aren't drowning them out.
Huh?
Mine? Remember flip phones? I miss flip phones. Reach 104, you have 60 minutes. That's like way too long. Although I guess they can't really predict where you're gonna be in the city when you get that. Oh, that's
Remember when
cute.
phones used to, those phones that would slide open? Oh, what happened?
Oh yeah, you had the controller.
Oh.
I'll put it here. Oh, that's cute. See ya, spam. Remember when you get spam messages on your phone and you say out loud, see ya, spam, and
Spam.
delete it? It's like the junk mail from hell. If you don't forward this message, a puppy will get cancer or something.
Huh?
They get cancer.
Oh yeah! You have 7 days.
What? Ring?
Huh?
Frogs! The most terrifying thing in Japan. Frogs.
Frogs, hamsters, gerbils, shit
What?
they haven't seen.
What do they want with me? Clearly they want to fuck or eat you. Yeah, video games. Right now you're defenseless. You're gonna have to run for it. Here's how you run. Press the R or B button. Holding down the move button causes the boy. The boy. We don't even know his name. Gotta bounce, by the way.
That's Sonic.
So yeah, this is the best they could do because again, originally you played this game with a stylus.
Yeah.
So kinda gotta make it work with what they got.
Got a compro.
Excuse me. Pardon. So you can either hold it down and walk, or you can just point and click, like some kind of videographic computer game.
Like some sort of Monkey Island.
Oh
It's
shit.
been up all night. Some sort of videographic game.
Gotta bounce. Obtained the ability to walk. Oh, it was going like move the boy, but now it's quickly drag Neku. At the very start of his dash, Neku has Dark Souls invincibility frames. Gotta bounce.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? Somebody help.
What the effing H?
It's like one of those metaphors where everyone's too self-absorbed with their social media presence and to notice someone is in danger around them
This
or
was
something.
2007.
Yeah. I feel like... Oh wait, here we go. Be quiet. Brainwave cycle. Selections on the earbuds that crystals with resist all around. Like a danger to me, more candy.
Galactic Planetary.
Morning rays, years of rains, due to the west, the west, the west, almost. They want to dream, bells society, in the
Falls around, dragged by the trunk. Powers yet unknown. There is a requisite spoiler intro where if you watch this frame by frame, it like spoils every single fucking twist in the entire game. Yeah, metaphor. The powers yet unknown.
Sonic Rush.
Yes. I don't know why anyone would have played this with the remix soundtrack. The original soundtrack is like one of the better ones I can think of. Rack up some points! Sir Client wants points.
17 to nothing.
Now I have to actually try. You see that? That's not a lollipop. That is a, that's a bean curd.
Oh,
Because Japan.
why?
I remember this was one of the first games that was like really Japanese that I ever played. Where it was like set in Japan and was all Japanesey. And like they talked about ramen and chopsticks.
Chops dicks.
Those bitches got ate
You done got 8, son.
by frogs. Canonically, they just got eaten by frogs.
Done got 8.
I want you to know this. I want you to know that this is true. I'm even here. What the hell? Found one. Ah, it's Trendy Girl. I kinda got my hands full.
Bare midriff lass.
Who cares about a little noise? Apparently you do. That was the whole fucking base of your intro. You like buy into this way too quickly, I think. Although they are being murdered by frogs.
We all are.
In a way, aren't we all being murdered by frogs? Here, take this pin. Put it on your clothing in a appropriate.
Just put it over your dick. Is what I'm saying.
Anyway, so here's the part where I'm concerned about how this is gonna go. Tips Joy-Con mode. Try it now. It's gonna be hard to like.
Watch yourself.
Go over there.
Green bean.
Now fucking fire, bitch! Oh, you just got frogged.
Get bullied.
I haven't played this game in a fucking long time.
Oh, going over to the free
Watch
pass.
yourself.
Fucking burn, frogs!
Pick up some menthols at the free
So,
pass.
who's next?
Nose erase?
Noise.
Oh.
Boot, reboot, control drag. I'm getting a lot of tutorial items right now. That fire.
Boot, reboot it.
You may have her face, but you'll never have her fire.
There's a...
In other words, we're safe. All gone. So, time to ditch
Hanson
you.
song in the background.
And monsters? Sure. This got attacked by frogs. I don't know what you're so skeptical about, Neku. It's Shiki. You can. My name's Shiki. You can call me Shiki.
Thanks.
Once again, there's one of those Japanese things where it's like, my name's Shiki Misaki. Don't call me Misaki, as you would normally do. I call this whack.
My name is Nick. You can call me Nick.
Okay.
I was going to.
Reapers, excuse me? Who is this flake? This vintage 2007 dialogue. Why am I in Shibuya? Why wouldn't you be in Shibuya is the real question.
I think that's the tourism slogan.
He
of
just
Shibuya.
immediately walks away.
Why am I Shibuya?
Oh, Deku, you're the fucking best character. Joystick. Yeah. Let me go. Let's read some minds. Can't go home. Super fad. That hot new game will be out soon. You know.
That one. Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Yes, clearly. Scramble Crossing. The famous Shibuya crosswalk. Why are you making yourself so hard to follow? You and my stalker.
Screw on, I go where are you?
Wait. Go where? We're trapped. What? Don't be stupid. Person who clearly knows more about the situation than I do.
She has 1 inch before her vag is just out.
That is just a straight V. That is just a straight V, and I think I'm not sure if that's just like the line of her skin or if she's wearing a thong.
I thought that was her under things. If that slips another 1/4 of an inch.
Oh no, that's just her skin. Oh
she's got
god.
those
That
black
is like the
skin
most
lines.
pointed midriff I've ever seen.
That would have hurt. You ran into that shit.
You're a player. What? Whom you hurt?
Like,
Listen, tell that bitch Lashandra.
You're like running into a coffee table.
Fucking why do you have a player pin? Checkmate, atheists.
Boom! I know why
You guys have
bananas are
spent
like that.
40 fucking minutes running around from frogs.
Not food, not bombs. Fucking frogs.
How did you waste 40 fucking minutes? You started with an hour. What's that? 10-4. 104? God damn it, that's not what it should be called. Fucking... Reach 10-4 or face eraser. Fucking Japanese people. Please. What kind of nut would believe that? Then again, you do have a fucking clock in your hand and have been chased around by frogs. So, maybe you should maybe may as well go along and try and figure this out. You killed frogs with fire. Like, I don't know what you're being so skeptical about.
What young lad hasn't?
Sakuraba.
What the fuck is your actual name?
Neku Sakuraba. Neku, huh? No, we are Japanese. Do not call me by my first name. Shut up. Alright, Neku. God damn it.
I mean, it sounds similar to literally every other Japanese name because there are only like 12 sounds.
I can't read his mind. Jupiter of the Monkey Rocks. Okay.
You got it.
Ow. We can't get through? But this is the way to 10-4. This is where you fucking started. You were 3 feet away from 10-4. That guy in a trendy hoodie.
There's an Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Something about that guy in red.
Boss Coffee.
Yeah, I don't think any of these brands are real.
CC Lemon.
I mean, 10-4 is real. Shibuya is real. It shouldn't be.
What?
Oh no, a Reaper. Oh no, frogs! Frogs! Fight your own battles. Fine. Oh hey!
Hi. Maybe he just got it.
So, no, oh, he did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, this came out yesterday.
Oh.
If you have a partner, a special pin will display on the screen. So we're getting closer and closer to this game being 2-player, by the way.
You're good as gone.
Alright.
Woo! Oh shit. Oh hey, I used my invincibility frames. I was not paying attention to this tutorial. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh god. How do I do this? I was not paying attention.
Tell me how to be.
Here it comes.
There it is.
What a kitty?
That was nothing.
Yes, she fights with a kitty.
So do I, to be honest.
I mean, that's how all the pins work. So this is how the original game would work, is your partner would be on the top screen, and you would control them with the buttons, either the directional buttons or like the ABC, A, B, X, Y. And you would control Neku on the bottom screen with the stylus.
Interesting.
So you were going like this, and you had to like try and keep track of fighting on the top screen and the bottom screen at the same time.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was really fun and hard.
Yeah. How are they gonna do it here?
Apparently, they just do this, where you have a pin.
We can do this, Neku.
Ooh, excuse me.
Here it comes. Yeah. How's that?
Yeah, that is something that is germane to the. Yeah.
Here it comes.
That's why it's kind of unfortunate, because I clearly can't do both at the same time.
Yeah.
There.
Why didn't they use the two Joy-Cons and they could have done it that way?
That's the thing. That's the two-player mode in this game,
Oh.
which we're getting to. This one looks tough. Hey, Stalker. Whatever. I won't. Don't be a dick. So here we go. If you alternate hits on the same enemy between negative target, you'll perform a cross combo. So that's how they're doing the puck. Because in the original game, to encourage like skillful play, there would be like a little glow circle around one character, and you had to try and use an attack or combo with them, and then it would swap to the next character, and that would encourage you to go back and forth and have like an equal dynamic.
Style bonus.
Yeah. So that's apparently how they're doing it here, which is just alternate
Is gone.
between doing this.
Here it comes. Again. Die. Again. There. Run. How's that?
It just feels a lot slower, unfortunately.
Again. Neku. Yeah. Take off. Yeah, that was great.
It just doesn't. It like the original game was so built around the DS.
Yeah. It's not like they could have made that sort of game without the DS.
Yeah, I've like it's compromise. It's very much
Yeah.
a compromise of the gameplay mechanics that were in the original game. And I don't know how much of this was in the phone version, because they made the version of this with the iOS, but that also had one screen.
Yeah.
Although I guess like the only thing that had was touch controls. I feel like touch controls are like the primary method they intend you to play this with.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck in fucking Shibuya. It's literally the worst part. Is Shibuya in Tokyo, or is it like nearby? Shit. Yeah, I think it's in Tokyo. Yeah. It's a ward in Tokyo. A very trendy ward. Where am I now? Did I just fucking pass out while standing up again? Grow up. You're obnoxious. Neku's the best. It's the best protagonist. He's just like, fuck you. Everyone's an idiot. You're annoying. There's the mission. Set the cursed sculpture free. You have 60 minutes. These are really generous. Why does it have to be painful? Timer's back. You were attacked by a bear yesterday. Of all the times to be skeptical.
Not even today, yesterday.
Why'd the date on my phone change? A day must have gone by. I think we fell asleep. You know, I feel asleep. Those times you just fucking conk the fuck out. Have you lost your mind? It's anything but okay. We were in the middle of the street in broad daylight, and then we just passed the fuck out and woke up under a fucking underpass of a train. Maybe we passed out, then woke up here? Did someone drag us here, or... Pay attention.
Hey!
I'm thinking. You don't have to be like this. Why are you like the way you are? Ugh, god damn it.
Gosh dang, fuck it.
Do I have my pause screen yet?
Got a sec?
Got a sec? Just not talking. That's cool, I can just point it in any direction. What is this black
That's
magic?
freedom.
What is this black magic with this controller?
Magic.
Ugh, go yourself. Smack. You tricked me. All Schaefer does is whine.
Thought bubble.
Here's why I like Neku, because, like, he's, like, always lost in his own head and being a jackass, but he's really quick on the uptake and just starts talking shit about everyone else because they're not figuring it out as quickly as he is. You can stop your bit.
Oh, what was he
T for
gonna say?
teen! What's in this fucking song?
Like the ASL.
Who is he? I'm gonna try reading his mind.
Alright.
God damn it. Yeah, this isn't great.
Focus.
What?
Can't read him. Maybe he's special. Neku!
I'm special.
You scan and erase all the noise in this area. Huh? Are those the conditions to move on? I don't see any noise. He just said scan! What a creepy guy. That's one of the things I like about this game is, like, Neku has, like, a character arc, obviously, where he stops being such a little bitch. But, like, as the game goes on, he's, like, faster and faster, where he's like, I know how this game works, and I know what the rules are. So, like, in a lot of games where it'd be like, oh, what's the thing? He's just immediately like, oh yeah, this, so bam, we're done. I know what the answer is already. And he even has to, like, explain it to newer people who show up. And he's like, it's not that hard.
Tutorial.
It becomes that point where, like, the game is giving you a tutorial, but your main character already knows all the fucking game mechanics already.
Yeah.
I should have given you a whole bunch. Look at all these pins you start out with. Why did I have a bunch of pins in my pocket? They would have poked me.
It's like those Disney pins.
I get it, certain pins only work for certain people. And by certain people, I mean I can use all of them! Anyway, let's get rid of this fucking
this.
And later in the game, you can, like, attract more of them to all fight you at once. So that you can, like,
You're good as gold.
rack up that XP, bitch. XP.
Rack up them frogs.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Whoop, whoop. I'm paying attention to how these pins work. Oh, damn, that was cool.
Needles and pins.
Tap an enemy to strike it with lightning. Tap additional enemies while the lightning flashes for a combo.
A Pikachu.
I don't know, this just doesn't work as well with a motion control as it did with the stylus. So I think this game would work a lot better with the touch controls in handheld mode.
Yeah.
Some pins use obstacles. Slash a sign or a vehicle with a quick stroke to send it flying.
Ooh. Stroke it.
Stroke.
Quick stroke.
Stroke that shit.
That was nothing.
Get to the only one that anyone ever uses, please.
Get to the nudity.
Yeah, this is the only one anyone ever uses. And here's where it really hurts that this is motion controls and not a stylus. Because with a stylus, you go like, fwap, 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 fwap. But in this, you have to like point and go like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it's not as good.
Yeah.
Because you have to tap and slash at the same time.
Doesn't translate as well.
No. Like, I guess they gotta do the best they can. Because I
Yeah.
can't really see this gameplay style working with a normal
Yeah.
controller anyway.
Yeah.
Without, like, drastically changing almost everything about how the mechanics work.
Huh?
Thanks for the life lesson. He knows too much. He must be one of them.
Them!
You're like some kind of psych genius.
You got all the Pokemon badges.
Don't be naive. The bigger question is, where did these come from?
Gonna be pretty knave.
How should I know? Why do I have any of them? Two is better than one. Like, don't feel bad. You just said that you're the one who said it was unusual. Also, that tampon around his neck is his MP3 player. All the music
That
we hear in the
dildo?
game is the music Neku is listening to at any given moment. The whole game, he's just listening to music on his headphones.
His nondescript MP3 player.
Yeah. His like, iPod mini there. That's around his neck like a fucking necklace. I'm just trying to be nice. Yeah, you're really bad at it. I know you're trying.
You're failing. You and your iPod Shuffle.
Apparently they're really low. They're like, the sound is low enough that he can hear it, what everyone's saying. I just met you. I don't like you. I don't give a rat's ass if you think I'm rude.
Rude.
Yo. She's playing with her phone? Forget this. Mail. 500 yen. Can I pause the fucking game now?
52 cents!
I still cannot pause the game. Oh, hey!
Up and down and all around.
Up and down and all around. Dun, dun. You're the best character! Don't insult me. What a fucking dig. Shut up, yo.
Yo.
Look at this creative ass localization, by the way. You Wit M. You gotta be Wit M. You can't outsmart me, yo. is a whittle.
With a cowbell.
She's got a cowbell. She's got one of those little bells around her neck so that mice know where she is. Oh.
Oh.
Yo, sorry, I jumped to conclusions. This pink-haired chick, just like you. And Pinky. My name's Beat. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
My name's Beat, and this is my cis partner rhyme. Not related. No, sir. Don't pay any attention to the matching hair color and beanies.
You know, that's how that works.
Also, these are our names. Literally standing as far away from them as possible. With phones. That's funny. Again, must be a Japanese thing. If I saw someone wearing headphones 24/7, my instinct would not be to nickname them phones.
No.
You're gonna get owned down the road, yo. Remember in 2007 when people said owned?
Or it said yo at the end of everything.
So, notice this is Shiki asking the questions and doing the dialogue options. Neku is not doing these dialogue options.
Good old Shicky.
About that. So about the phone!
Dot, dot, dot.
Let's just immediately change the subject. Oh, here, take the soda pin.
It's sugary sweet.
Just that you have to stay alive for 7 days. What's with Japanese, like, the 7 days thing?
Yeah, what is that?
Huh?
Beat and I never made it to 10-4. We don't gotta play. As long as someone accomplishes the mission, all the players progress to the next level.
It's like
making
baseball.
it the stupidest fucking game ever fucking made.
It's just like baseball. If you made contact, great. If you don't, you're probably going up first anyway.
As long as someone participates, it's fine. It's a cooperative game.
Life. As long as someone participates, it's fine.
It's fine. It's gotta be Hachiko. You know, do you know what Hachiko is?
No.
He's that dog that they made a statue out of because the story of how he died was so fucking depressing.
Oh, yeah. Now that you mention it.
Like, everyone knows that story. Hey, remember when this dog died? It was really fucking sad. Let's make a statue out of that
Sure as hell
shit.
do.
No more questions.
No more questions.
Stop fucking talking to me.
No more milk. No more milk. We got it, guys. Don't be silly,
They say
stupid,
two
or dumb.
heads are better than one,
No more
which
milk.
means we don't need you, fags. I don't like your fashion sense.
Your hips are going to stab me.
Do what you want. I work alone. I'm so fucking edgy.
Oh my god!
Can't take one more minute of your nagging. Naggers. I don't need a bunch of strangers bringing me down. How can you say that? Don't ask me. Maybe I'm just angry. Ah, you're self-aware and you're fucking emo loathing.
You got Chucky Finster hair is what you got.
Yo, phones. What the hell's your problem? I can see where Neg is coming from. No, you really can't. He's just being an asshole.
Well, that's where he's coming from.
Let's bounce, rhyme.
We out this bitch.
Again, this is why I say, I don't want a sequel to this game. Because I don't want Square Enix of 2018 trying to make another game like this.
Yeah.
This
Square
game
Enix.
was such a fucking product of its time.
Yeah.
It was a product of the console it came out on. It was a product of the like industry at the time, of the localization practices.
Yeah.
Like, you can't capture this lightning in a bottle again, especially not now.
No.
Not with all the corporate shakeup that's been going on.
Yeah. That's Square Enix.
And say what? I'm not opening up to anyone, ever. I'm so moody and misunderstood.
I'm not into talking, I'm into touching.
I did not sign up to deal with your fucking interpersonal melodrama. Oh, I got a soap.
Melon drama.
Obtained the main menu. I have unlocked the ability to pause the game. Blah blah blah. I played this fucking game before.
You've unlocked the start button.
Here we go. So here's the map of Shibuya. And notice that the districts are like separated by like turf. This is not what the districts are called. Like, these two districts are not both DC.
District of Columbia.
So like, here's how it goes. Every district is dominated by a different fashion brand. So like, MR is Mus Radis. The district we're in, Mus Radis is the most popular fashion brand. So if you wear clothes from this brand, you get buffs.
It's a statement.
It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, so we're obviously going with this one. God, you fucking damn it. With this one and the healing drink.
You put in too many.
And then look, this is practically a card game. You can switch between your decks. Organize your pins. Unbranded. Oh, and the pins have brands too. These don't, but...
That's branding. That's the power of branding.
And look, here's all my tutorial items. Swag. Swag. Food.
Space goes to talking about the cost-benefit model.
So here are my deeds. I'm only human. I have no noise. I have only collected 20 items, all of which are tutorial based. I have no Esper points. I have 2 types of pin mastery. And I've been playing the game for 40 minutes.
What do you have to say about that?
Also, there's a system where you can dynamically control the difficulty of the game. And there's different advantages to doing so. Like, the game encourages you to change the difficulty on the fly. Depending on, like, the part of the game you're at and what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. Like, if you want to level grind,
And if you suck.
you can raise the difficulty and get more pins and more experience. But if you're having a hard time with the fight, or even at certain points of the game's progression, it's just a good idea to make the game easy.
Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
Like, sometimes there's literally no advantage whatsoever to playing the game on hard. Oh, poor Mr. Moai. Birds poop on you. What a life.
That's what they're thinking.
That's what he's thinking. Wake up. It's gonna be really tutorial heavy at the beginning because you unlock game mechanics.
Well, you unlock the pause.
Yeah, you unlock the ability to pause the game. She is so slow. Do I have to do everything? I know what you are.
What a misanthrope.
You're a reaper. I don't get paid to chit chat. They get paid?
Play the game. Don't hate the play, hate the game. Just chalk it up to the game and move on with your bitch ass life.
Please stop walking on without me. Hey. I see another statue. Oh yeah, the Moai. Like Easter Island? What's a Moai doing here? Oh, Moai with a Y. I assume that's how it should be pronounced because otherwise there's no distinction whatsoever. Let's find out. From
Together.
here on out, you can fucking die. Obtained co-op! Add the co-op menu. Co-op lets you use the Joy-Con controllers to bring a friend into the fray. Obtained Shiki.
Friend of the
You can now
fray.
play as Shiki.
I thought that's what you were doing for most of this.
So now we can actually do it. Shiki. Tap an enemy, slash an enemy, or drag empty in order to do the moves. So you tap, slash, and drag. Give one Joy-Con to a friend and let them control Neku's partner in combat.
You gotta find a friend.
Oh, if only there was someone who loved you.
Jesus. Took that very far.
You can also play it by yourself if you're fucking sad. Just like me!
You're sad and upset.
Anyway, I'm gonna skip some things and just... Oh, you can't do multiple moves yet. So now... Woo!
This one's hard.
This is gonna be fucking really difficult. Oh god. Oh god. Oh good lord. Okay. Jesus H. Okay. Fuck.
Here it comes.
Oh no. Oh, I'm not good enough to do this.
Here it comes. Come on. Here it comes.
Oh no. Oh, I can't do this at all. Oh god. Oh Jesus.
Here it comes. Yeah.
Oh Jesus H. Help me.
Here it comes.
Holy fucking shit, this is hard.
So it's true to the original.
That is a different
That is-
kind of difficult to get used to.
Not an S rank.
No, wow. It does not help that I'm holding the second player controller in my left hand, and that's throwing me off a lot for some fucking reason. You wanna try it? No?
No.
No? 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 Let's do some more just for practice. Come back. Yeah, you can't. Normally you'd be able to like rack up a bunch of different ones. Oh god. Here we go.
You're good as gone.
Yeah, this is not how you're supposed to do it.
But it is a way you can do it.
Again. Go. Here it comes.
I mean, they're not discouraging this. Look, my sync rate is really high.
You said that? Oh, I didn't fight you.
10 consecutive hits. No damage taken. You played co-op. This
A-rank.
is really fucking hard. There we go. I mean, like, you don't even need to really use the,
You can do this, Neku.
right.
Someone parked their Chevy S10 right here.
Again. Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on. Here it comes.
Yeah, my sync rate's 100. Jeez.
Seamless.
Okay, yeah, there's a learning curve here, but this actually works pretty well.
You needed one to get into it.
Hold on, I want to switch. Okay, here's what I'll do. Somehow this will make it easier.
Did that in. No pro controller.
Sucker candies. Okay, this is making it easier at all.
Did the songs have the vocals even on the DS?
Yeah. Like, they were really bad, but yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Compressed to N64 levels.
Yeah, they were not high quality. God, what's a good way to do this?
Well. Dude, well. I like that though. That like the soundtrack you're hearing is just what. The main
Yeah, what the
character's
character's listening to on his headphones.
Yeah.
And there's parts of the game where he takes the headphones off, so you don't hear any music. Here, see, look, you can dynamically change the level. So, you can change what your level is, that's what it was.
Oh.
So, the lower level you are when you fight enemies, the more rewards you get, and that changes depending on the difficulty you're on. So you can fight tough enemies on easy with a really low level to maximize your rewards.
Right.
Open up your senses. You're good as gone.
Again!
I can't.
God, this is still... Nope, this didn't make it easier at all. Shit.
Here it comes!
Smack his ass.
It's not ideal. It's not the best way it could be in the world. Okay, I'm just gonna go the way it was. This is hard. Because, like, basically I don't really get how you would play this game without technically, like, having it be co-op. Because I don't get how you would use your partner.
Yeah.
Because, like, look, she's just another move I have now. It doesn't really make sense.
Here it comes!
It went Mario RPG.
It doesn't work the same way. It's not necessarily, like, worse that it's not the same as it was on the DS. But the mechanics of it were clearly not designed around this.
Here it comes!
I can't.
There we go.
Easy.
Yeah, I think it actually makes a little bit more sense to me in terms of using your partner to play it in co-op, even if it's by yourself.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have the two controllers, you might as well. It just takes a little bit of getting used to, but hey, so did the original game.
Yeah.
It was, like, really hard to fucking wrap your head around it at first.
Open up your senses.
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where it's like, the controls are a little weird, but hey, guess what? Just, like, fucking takes an adjustment period.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I can't.
But once you get good at it, like, it makes sense.
Here it comes!
Gotcha.
Again!
And look, like, my sync rate's really high. The only thing that's hard to keep track of is, like, where the pointers on the screen are, and, like, remembering that I can, like, set them back into the middle.
Yeah. B is for bitching.
Like, here's what you probably might be able to do is, like, go like this. Just, like, tap them to reset them into the middle constantly.
When it gets intense.
Someone's calling. This game has the best fucking music.
You're good as gone. I can't. See ya.
There! Yeah! Go! Ha!
Shabams.
Who's next?
Booyah.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, baby. Like, I liked in the original game how it had, like, the top and bottom screen method, but this isn't actually that bad.
It's the closest you can get.
Yeah, like, reasonably, I don't see any other way they would have been able to actually do it.
Yeah.
This all took you 30 fucking minutes
They're not efficient at all.
You talk like you've never heard of it. Nope, what's a Hachiko? How can you live in this country and not know Hachiko? I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. How'd you figure out how to get past the wall? With fucking common sense? It's not hard.
Logics?
Extra slot. You unlock the ability to add more fucking shit to your character. Which one? Probably the electricity.
Put down all around.
Eventually you unlock a sound test. And guess what I would just do all day? Listen to that shit all fucking day, baby.
It's like that rap that you can't understand in the background of the Sonic Mania song.
Maybe it's better faster. What do you think the best sensitivity for this would be?
Maybe like mid, upper, 4.
Yeah, I generally think 4 would be best. Plus, and like Star Fox Zero, it's just something you gotta get used to, where it really helps to reset it back into the middle constantly.
Yeah.
It just takes a fucking adjustment period.
Yeah,
just because it's an unusual control scheme.
Don't want to put any effort into anything. They just want to instantly be able to understand, and if you can't, then kill them.
Oh, I don't get it right away. It's so bad.
Nobody wants to practice. I want to get really good at this without practicing.
We can do this,
So
Neku.
does everybody.
Yeah, that's the thing. Damn it, what's the button? Oh yeah, B. There we go. There we go.
Here it comes. Here it comes. We did it.
It's kind of hard to, like, because the only thing that makes this worse is the Joy-Cons have the buttons on this
Yeah,
controller up here,
yeah.
and the button on this one, the buttons are down here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to, like, center the thing in the middle and use the buttons like this.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not super ideal. Although there's a way to do it. I mean, technically, I don't even need to use this whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of getting used to, but I think, like, this would actually be... This is actually a pretty good way to actually play this game. It's different, but it's interesting. I mean, the game was never, like, very skill-demanding in terms of, like, split-second reflexes, because it was a DS game that you played with a stylus.
Yeah.
So it was dependent on the fact that it would take a second for the game to read your inputs in any way.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not like the fact that it's motion controls is gonna fuck you up. Oh, shit. I just want to keep fighting dudes.
No salt.
No noise around the statue. Earth to Neku! I'm listening to music! Wake up, feel your hesitation.
A Dalmatian statuary.
Also, Neku clearly has his MP3 on shuffle, because sometimes these songs will, like, repeat.
He's got the iPod Shuffle. That was my first iPod.
I think it was everyone's first iPod.
Kicked ass.
If a dog can. Oh right, I have it turned on the remix. Let's fix that. Screen layout. Oh yeah, brand chart. Map of Shibuya. Setting the battle difficulty. Create your own combo style.
Caramel.
Combo style. You need special items to unlock a new difficulty level. Difficulty affects not only enemy strength, but also the pins your adversaries drop. You can change the difficulty anytime you want, so go on, mess around, live a little, find out what works best for you, and work it! Switch tips. Review tips on the new playstyle exclusive to the Nintendo Switch.
New tits.
Switch tips. Changing your level at any time by sliding the knob on the bottom of the screen. You are free to set your level anywhere between level 1 and your maximum. Lowering your level means less HP in rest of your battles, but in exchange your drop rate will increase and enemies will drop more pins in battle. Review tips. In touch mode, it's as close to the DS version as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Although I wish you could play with a stylus instead of your finger, because I don't want to get fingerprints all over my fucking screen.
Yeah.
Or is the unknown? You need to use pins. Input the commands using the pointer. Just hold down the button. Pins will remove. Yeah, partner. Cross combos give you more sync rate. We haven't really unlocked the advantage to having a high sync rate yet, but there are.
Believes me.
Tap an enemy to strike it with lightning. That's all we got so far. I don't like the new one. I mean, I don't not like the new one, but I want the original. I want the original. Plus, it doesn't feel right only playing the game. Like, this feels closer to the intention of the original, where you're playing it on two screens at the same time. Yeah. It almost still feels kind of like against the themes of the game to just play it with just Neku and Shiki tags in as like an assist trophy.
Mario Party style.
But it's just Neku running around by himself. Like, that doesn't feel right. It actually feels like it makes more sense to have them both running around on the screen at the same time. Hatchy Fest. The
2018.
fuck is a Hatchy Fest?
Short for Hatchy Fest for me.
Oh, it's a blast. It's a festival where you touch Hachiko.
Really?
I like how they're not explaining what the fuck a Hachiko is, by the way. Don't you like that?
Just expect you to...
You should just know. Wow, charming. You get cursed! My version's better. Sounds pretty extreme. I should get a closer look.
That penis.
I can clearly see it right there. Touch it.
Look, it's right there.
It's a little bit too sensitive, no matter what, like, speed it's on.
Yeah.
It's a little bit, like, even tapping a button. Like, look. I'm trying to hold it, like, straight as possible.
Yeah.
Like, see how it's moving by itself, basically?
Yeah.
It's a little bit too sensitive. And I don't think that's something you can, like, this is just the speed. The sensitivity is still...
Yeah. Yeah, that's so weird. You're holding it, like, completely still.
I'm, like, as steady as humanly fucking possible.
Yeah. No.
In a dynamic, one-handed style.
Disturbation?
To provide a more direct input method, yeah. I think they kind of intended you to use the touchscreen. Probably because it's based off the fucking phone version.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we've got so much of it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna do some recon. Oh, look at that wall.
Look at that wall.
Focus.
777. Bad girl. Lay your head in daddy's lap, you're a bad girl.
Jesus.
Don't fucking start with me.
Focus.
Stage. Anyway, let's go fight some more dudes. Even though we kind of don't have all of the game mechanics unlocked yet.
You have not unlocked some of the buttons.
I have not. There's a... Oh god. There's a, like a team attack you can do. Which like levels up, and the fucking third level of the team attack is like super fucking legit. Yeah, so she fights with a cat. By the way, I didn't mention that. I haven't really been calling attention to that, but she fights with a cat. Oh, that's the other thing! It completely loses the game mechanic that the original game had, where each partner you have, because Shiki's not the only partner you get in the game, has a different mechanic for racking up a combo meter. And, like, her combo meter is, like, shapes. And if you match up the shapes, it'll, like, do a super stronger attack. And then another character's mechanic is math. Like, as you're attacking with them, you'll do progressively harder math equations, and if you solve them correctly, he does more damage. And then the other character has, like, a poker hand, and he's, like, the most complicated, but the most damage if you do it right, because if you get, like, a straight flush, he'll do, like, a shitload of damage. And there's no way they're gonna be able to fucking replicate that in this. There's, like, no way they're gonna even come close. I don't think they're even gonna fucking try.
You're good as gone.
Come on! Here it comes! Here it comes! Gotcha!
Easy.
Whew. Yeah, it's kind of hard, but I like it. I mean, this game isn't exactly like fucking testing. You may have noticed.
Yeah.
It's not like super demanding or anything. What's with this guy in statues? Plus, even when you do get attacked, like, their animations are really, like, obvious wind-ups. And you have a really generous time to, like, avoid it. And when you move, you have, like, a really huge amount of invincibility frames to work with. What if it has some kind of hex? Or someone just went crazy with magic marker? Alright, let's try it. Why not? That sounds stupid enough for me to bother carrying. Like, here, I'll show an example.
Demonstrate.
Yes, that's the word I was trying to fucking use.
You do this, Neko!
Shiki, you do it. I don't feel like doing it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Attack me.
Do it!
Have Shiki do it by herself. That'd be funny. I did not manage to demonstrate what I want to because that wolf was a pussy. He was too weak.
It's a woolsey.
Partner solo win.
Oh yeah.
That's fun.
They're watching.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh yeah, these are frogs, so I'll actually be able to demonstrate this better.
This won't be hard.
Do it. Bam! Look at that. Look, see, normally, when they jump on you like that... Come on. Bam, does damage. See? Look how much damage I'm taking. But then... Bam! Look at how generous that is.
Yeah, shit.
Bam! You can, like, take 0 damage. Also, they're not even bothering to try and attack Shiki, are they?
Here it comes! Take off!
Bling. So yeah, like, it's not like it's a hard game, so it can have, you know, not the super most responsive control scheme.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. And it's interesting. Like, they obviously had to sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
in order to make this work. But like I said, that's kind of an interesting insight into what Nintendo might do with Star Fox Zero when they port it to the Switch.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna have to make the same kind of compromises.
Yeah.
Polish it. Polish it.
Rub it. It's like that. What was that fucking game on the DS where it's just a bunch of mini games in Japanese? There's a war one.
WarioWare?
No, in Japanese, like it was that.
On the DS?
Touch, touch something, and you had to like rub a chick's thighs during one of them.
I think you're thinking of WarioWare.
I'm not thinking of WarioWare.
DS game minigame compilation. Damn it, seriously. Japanese DS game minigame compilation.
Rub magic, something like that.
I literally typed in DS game. DS game minigame compilation. The less it looks like Hachiko.
XXXY, feel the magic.
I think I'm starting to know what you're talking about. That game where it was like, you grope a schoolgirl on a subway or something? As one of the mini games.
I don't know if it was that exactly. Yeah, feel the magic XYXX.
Oh, that shit! Yeah, I remember that. Jesus H. This would be more intimidating if we hadn't already fought many wolves. I have fought many wolves.
Sir, I have fought many wolves.
You're
I
good
don't know
as
if you noticed
gold.
that.
How's that? Here it comes.
Come on!
Just fought several wolves. I don't know if you know this about me, but you should be impressed by it.
And you should know this about me.
God damn it. It's hard to keep track of where both of the pointers are on the screen at the same time.
That's the most difficult part of the adaptation.
This is not an option.
All of my pins are maxed out. Defense boost. Cheeky sticker. Did people like really have trouble with this? Like, it's not hard at all.
Where have I heard that
it's
before?
kind of fun. It's like weird. It's not ideal, but it's like fun and experimental. I'm having a good time playing it.
Where have
Like,
I
there's so
heard
many
that
videos of people playing
before?
this and being like, oh, these controls are weird and bad, and just quitting before they even get to this point. People are pussies.
People don't want to put any effort into anything ever.
What? Get real. Listen, stalker, I don't need you to solve one stupid riddle.
I like how he capitalizes stuff.
What, you two again? That voice, you are at 10-4. You're the Reaper. The Raper? No. Oh, look at her fashion sense.
The Raper? No.
Notice that her jacket is also her gloves.
That's a really tailored piece of clothing.
It's very form-fitting. Change your pose for... There we go. She's wearing a fucking corset, by the way, on the outside. On the outside of her clothes.
Japan?
Here's what she's wearing. Here's what this woman is fucking wearing. Short shorts.
Yes.
Incredibly short shorts.
Yes.
Then she put on this jacket that is open at the diaphragm. It like splits open and becomes a skirt at the diaphragm, and it's like skin tight from the waist up, from the ribs up.
Right at her
And
xiphoid process.
the sleeves just go all the way out into gloves. The sleeves are her gloves, and then she put on a corset on top of it.
Complete the ensemble.
To complete the fucking fashionista. She is wearing a corset on the outside with green strings.
Bring it all together.
God, you are just a walking disaster.
And then we haven't even talked about the hair.
I'm not a fan of the hair.
You're good as gone.
How's that?
Oh, no, shoot! Is that a porcupine?
Yes. Cheeky move.
Tucked myself in and I'm regretting it.
I've said this many times throughout my life. Never more have I been more serious about it.
Ugh, big, long process.
There we go.
We're both finished.
Just like pornography always told me.
Jesus.
Who's next?
Also, the other thing was in the DS game, they shared a life bar, and it would, it would go down from the top on the one character screen
And
if
then-
they got hit, and
yeah.
if they met in the
In
middle,
you were fucked.
but like one character could lose all of the life and the other character could not get hit at all. But if they both get hit, they would slowly meet in the middle, and then you would die.
Then you would die.
I really liked the DS game. Like, it was probably the best game on the DS in terms of using Ice Flow. In terms of using the DS's unique features as a console.
Yes.
And I think, like, you can only get so close to that, but it's fine.
The DS was, like, they did that a lot. A lot
Yeah.
of DS games were built specifically for the DS, even Star Fox Command.
Yeah, and, like, I remember one of the Zelda games on
Yeah.
the DS had a puzzle where you had to close the DS.
Yeah.
And then reopen it again in order to progress.
Yeah.
No, I can't keep this up. I can. I'm not having a hard time at all. Yeah, you don't get to fight her as a boss until like way later. And the best part is when you fight her, she fights with that other guy who is having the lollipop bean curd. And
Lollipop
they
chainsaw.
fight with the same game mechanics that you do. I love Lollipop
Lollipop bean curd.
They fight with the same game mechanics that you do, where they're partners and they pass a puck back and forth, and it's really fucking cool.
And
It's like the best boss fight in the game.
I'm hoping that when you fight her, she busts a corset.
One would hope. Aren't the noise on your side? Ew, gross. Noise are nothing but tools. Like you, with that funky hair. You tool. You're literally one to talk.
Tool album.
Can't let this brat win. How old is she? You get the impression she's a little bit older.
I get the impression she's about as old as Jessie in Pokemon.
Jessie.
She looks like she's the exact same age.
Yeah.
I don't
like,
know what age that is, but
Like, I know Neku's like 13, because he would have to be.
why? Why does Japan do that?
Well, at least in this game it makes sense.
Every protagonist has to be 14.
They're trendy, Nick. They are fucking trendy.
I was not trendy when I was 13.
Yeah, but you're not Japanese, so
I am.
I don't have time. I don't have time to confront this argument.
Let's just move on.
We're
and
getting to the end of the video.
I will debate you later.
Because this is a good moment to end on. Let's try something fun. A bonus special challenge just for you. If you win, I'll let you out of this shitty video game. You'll let me out of the shitty video game? You betcha, sweet deal, right? So what do you
Wolf.
say? You there, shut up. I'm in. No! Attaboy. Again, like, I don't want to see Square Enix of 2018 try to replicate this localization.
Yeah.
They're not gonna succeed. Thankfully, the rules are very simple. You have 1 minute to kill that bitch. Kill the hoe! Eraser. Yep. Just pretend you're erasing the noise. That's really fucking disturbing. Wait. Damn it, she's asking me to kill someone. Even I can't do that. Even I'm not edgy enough to do that. 30 seconds.
That's what it takes to be infinite, bitch.
Let me give you an incentive. She's been spying. Dynamic dialogue boxes.
They bounce around.
Your phone. Oh, his eyes. Oh no.
Oh no, he haired his eyes.
I didn't spy. You're the star, kiddo. Do things your way. Do what comes naturally.
I'm loving
Save
Cole.
yourself, screw everyone else, right?
Right?
This is like a really disturbing sound music to have to this scene, by the way. I like it like that. I like it like that. I like it like
The
that.
cognitive dissonance.
Neku, don't listen to this music while you're murdering someone, please.
Please. Don't kill me.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me how to shave. Tell me what to do dead. You've ruined me with that now. Some people are into that.
I didn't know he had a pin that let him be Darth Vader, but okay. Yeah, so that's the end of the game. He murdered her.
And there you go.
Hooray.
He murdered her.
He murdered her. Murdered her. Murdered her. Murdered. So she's dead now. Game's over.
Right. I like it like that.
We're done.
Like
I'm
it
not.
like
I'm not
that.
paying any
Yeah,
more
like
attention
it
to
like
this.
that.
What is this place? It's dark. I'm indoors. Did I fucking pass out while standing up in the middle of the day in a fucking busy street
In the middle
again?
of that crosswalk thing.
Oh, hey, just in case you forgot. Because, again, this was on the DS. So
Yeah.
in between every chapter, you could save and, like, turn off the game. And they'd be like... it was almost episodic.
Yeah.
If this was an anime, this would be where the first episode would end.
Where Ash and his friends would...
I need to get out of here. Where's the exit? Gotta find the exit.
Huh?
Gotta find the exit. Can't find the exit. Shut down. Select continue from the title screen after having exited the game.
You have unlocked the
And
ability
the
to turn
pins
off the
Neku
game.
is wearing will earn PP. Pin points. For
It's
while
always
you were away.
something.
That is something you could do in the DS game. Is if you like came back to the
Yeah, that
game
was the thing.
after a couple days, you would get experience.
Yeah.
Maxing out at 7 days, so it would actually encourage you to like take a break from the game for a couple days.
Yeah,
to get
games
experience.
Did that for a while. PP.
So like, I don't know if there's a method to actually like save the game and quit out.
You can earn 7 days of sleep.
One day you too will earn PP.
And when you do, I hope it is glorious. And I'm an adult.
Instant boot, reboot in 6 seconds, slash an empty space. Oh, and if you see, this pin actually has a brand, DIB.
If you're not wearing brand name pins, I just don't have the time for you.
And look, you can junk these 500 yen pins and get 500 yen for them. Whoop. Come on. Can't catch this pin, it's worth more than all the yen in the world. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out how to
Isn't that a Prince song?
It's worth more than all the yen in the world. That's it.
Just preach it.
Anyway,
And Mickey Mouse's hand there.
so we can't do co-op anymore because she's fucking dead.
So
Notice that she's literally gone from this screen. Isn't that fucked up? And they all have like kind of simplistic controls. And only 3 pins. Anyway, I can't figure out how to quit out the game.
I don't know if you can.
Like, okay, saving. So, let's just do this. Bam.
Bam.
Also,
Final
I forgot
remix.
I need to get my points.
Final remix. You're damn fucking right. That's
There
your
we go.
avatar.
I have my points. And now let's open it back up. That was only a couple seconds, so I don't think you'll get any PP for it. Oh no. Like, final thing. Last couple comments. When you beat this game, you unlock a second extra story to the game.
All the Goombas are Buzzy Beetles.
That is a massive parody of Beyblade.
It's Beyblade or Catch Fade, my nigga.
It's a massive parody of like Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, you know, those kind of shows where like the universe is like revolving around a children's card game. Because the whole point of this game is you
Beyblader
unlock...
catch fade, my nigga.
The whole point of this game is you unlock those pins and you use them to attack with, but you can also use the pins to play Tin Pin Slammer!
It's fucking Pogs!
And it's fucking Beyblade, and it's the best. And it's this whole extra fucking storyline in the game where all the characters have like different personalities and shit in relation to their role as archetypes in the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh story. And the plot is you run around challenging people to Beyblade, and it's the fucking best. The World Ends With You is the last game Square Enix made, like first party Square Enix, that was actually really good. After this, it was like fucking Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah.
Everything after Final Fantasy 13 is just terrible. Even Final Fantasy 15, which is a good game, I hate it. That fucking Final Fantasy 7 remake's gonna be dog shit. Bravely Default was good, but guess what? Square Enix published that game. A third party actually fucking made it. When the fuck is Bravely shit? When the fuck is Bravely Default coming out on the Switch, by the way? They teased that they were gonna do a fucking Switch version, and I know it's coming. They better fucking do it, because I loved Bravely Default. Even the second half that everyone else said was bad. I liked it, because I like games that incorporate New Game Plus into their fucking story. And that's what it was. And people didn't get that, and I hate them. Anyway, please, Lord, do not let this game be successful enough that Square Enix decides to make a sequel.
Yes. Successful but measured. Success.
Everyone going like, oh, buy this game if you want a Twelly sequel. Where's the version of this game I can buy that encourages Square Enix to not ruin one of my favorite DS games ever made with this shitty sequel that is not only going to be bad, but tarnish the legacy of the original game and make me not like it as much as I do?
Yes.
Fuck.
It's Beyblade or Catch Fade, my nigga.
Penis.
Forgot about that.